What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Had a few people asking after I posted that video yesterday about the Spectral Knights is what is the full build I'm using here on the Wildest West. Now, remember a couple things. First off, I kind of really like turtle builds. I think they're super fun, and they're very, very chill. However, on most maps, and particularly a map like this, a turtle build means the map is going to run really, really slow. So if you want to get as many map clears per hour in, then you're not going to want to do a build like this, as it's just, this is more of the kickback and watch a show type build instead of the number of runs per hour. If you wanted to speed run something, you're going to want to like switch over to gargoyles instead and like build like gargoyle stacks up front here. Just like you would with dragons or Nimbus or whatever. Same thing over there. You'd want gargoyle stacks up here in the lane where the enemies can get smacked right as soon as they come out. And then another stack right here. However, I do super dig the turtle builds. I love them. Absolutely a blast. Lots of different options on what you can do. And this map is such a great grind map because of the reroll tokens you get. So it's kind of a no-brainer to come to this map most of the time, as there is multiple positive rewards you can get for running this one. Now, before we jump into that, I wanted to touch a little bit about the update state. Of course, it's not out on Xbox yet. It is still in certification. It's not going to come over the weekend now, y'all, so it will be at least Monday. We don't have any word from Chromatic, or they have received no word from Microsoft about when the update will go live. So it's going to be out on Xbox as soon as it gets through certification. Of course, PlayStation and PC players have it already right now. Second, if you purchased the Premium Defender Pass and then after all the updates you didn't have it and it was saying to repurchase, don't repurchase the pass, y'all. Just send in a support ticket to Chromatic. Literally everyone who bought the Defender Pass or the Premium Defender Pass early had that bug. So it's not going to fix itself. You do have to send in a support ticket. I will put a pinned comment down below that will give you a link to support. That way you can get your Defender Pass situation squared away. Now, lots of other people are asking, saying they can't do the Premium Pass now. It's the same as Defender Passes, or pardon me, Season Passes or Battle Passes in every other game. You don't have to buy it right now. Say you're unsure, say you don't have the gems at the moment. Play through. You can complete the entire Defender Pass, and then when you do decide to purchase it and go to the Premium Defender Pass, you're going to automatically earn all of the rewards that you had already collected. So, no big deal there. Just play, have fun, and don't sweat all that business. Now, let's go ahead and get started off here. One thing, I wanted to focus heavily on the Spectral Knights on this one. Love me some Spectral Knights. You can put a ton of them down because they're so cheap. So we are going to actually use 8 Spectral Knights pointed towards each area. Now, this isn't exactly per lane because with that wide path, they're going to be covering multiple lanes. But we are going to Spectral Knight it up here. So we got our 4 going that way. Let's get us 4 going this way as well. Now, another thing that's super effective that I have been doing is instead of going 8 or 8 each way, only going 6 each way. And then throwing in some gargoyles as well as kind of like last minute, because with a build like this, and with many turtle builds on this map, the chieftains do come all the way down the lane. So with that in mind, with the chieftains coming all the way down the lane, having the gargoyles there to slap them right at the end is just quite nice. That is for sure. But we're going to go with the normal spammer build that I usually do. This one is just, it's real chill, y'all. It gets it done. You can fit all 16 of the Spectral Knights on one buff beam. You can actually go an entire another row of them if you go triples. You can go 3 wide and put the buff beam down the middle. It will still hit all 3. Now, of course, we want a destructive pylon in the mix here. We're going to slap it in as centered as possible, and then get a boost star as well. My boost star, of course, is going to have to pick up the range pylon that I've got on my water aura before it is going to cover everything. Once it picks that up, then it's good to go. And then to top things off, we want something here to grab aggro right at the end for anything that does push down. So with that in mind, we're just going to slap a werewolf commander right there. We're going to give him a reflect beam to protect himself. And then we'll throw another werewolf commander, say just right here. We'll give that guy a reflect beam as well. You will get hex throwers throwing down on this one, so you have to be a little bit careful about making sure that, you remember, the hex throwers curse, or their javelin will pierce. So it's going to come through and it's going to curse your towers if you're not careful. And then up here, we'll basically just do the same thing. We're going to go 8 Spectral Knights, and here we'll just kind of slap them down, something like, something along those lines. Should get it done. We'll get our 8 of them in. We're going to give these a werewolf and all the buffs and boosts, etc. as well. Super nice. With it being a 30 DU defense, just allows to really slam some of those guys down on quite a few of these maps. Alright, now we need to get our destructive pylon in, we'll get our boost star in, then we'll get a little woofy, and that leaves plenty for whatever else we might want to add. We're going to get a reflect beam in here. You see we got 100 DU left, so you can kind of do whatever you want. Generally speaking, I'll usually just add in some more CC. So like a Frost Strike aura to get a little bit more crowd control in the mix, since I don't really have any. So good stuff there. And then we're just going to chill and boost it out. Now, upgrade priorities through this are going to be, I'm just going to upgrade this stack down here, just spamming them in. No priority order or anything like that, just spamming the stuff in. Now with this many defenses inside of a boost aura, it's definitely not a bad idea to upgrade your boost aura. However, the Spectral Knights do get real good upgrade value out of upgrading them. Since they're a 30 DU defense, they're getting an increased upgrade value over, say, like a 50 DU defense. It's a pretty chill, smooth running build. Obviously this is just a farm build. This is not a breaking into Chaos 10 Wildest West for your very first time. This is not going to work. This is for farming this map out. This map is not beating once. You're going to have to do this map like 1,000 times. So this is just another way to get a few hundred more Wildest West runs in, to get yourself all those reroll tokens and snakeskin armors, etc. But the chieftains will push all the way down. It's not really something to be alarmed about, as soon as they get into the anti-heal, which we have anti-heal on our water aura, then they're just gonna get wrecked. I did forget to show off the shards and mods on our Spectral Knights here. I'm using the usual setup though. So we got defense rate, anti-melee, and anti-chaos with mass distraction, but of course. And we are using the Freezy shard as the third. I shouldn't call it a Freezy shard, it doesn't freeze at all. But the Chill shard, or Frost shard, as the third, which I'll show here as soon as we get to the end of the wave. Once again, it comes down to turtle build run slow. This is the build I use. If I'm just kicking it and watching a movie, I'm likely got this build running at the same time. So it's just what I'll normally do. As I mentioned, it's, a turtle build is not a speed run. So you're not going to get, you're not going to be breaking any records on runs per hour or whatever doing a turtle build like this, as the mobs just have a long way to walk to get into range. Should be just about there, though. I'm going to go ahead and swap on over and help burn through some of these skellies since, you know, we just got the big slow-moving skelly spawn here now. Let's just blaze them up. We got some flyers as well. And that almost does it for this lane. Let's just go ahead and do the same thing over here just to clear them out real quick. Now, I'm not going to run through the entire map. I will jump on forward to the final wave, just to keep this video from being like 17 days long. But here is the setup I'm using. So, Frosty Blades, Mass Destruction and Destruction, Defense Rate, Anti-Melee, Anti-Chaos. My Werewolf I don't really have set up properly. So I got this generic wall relic that I usually use on my Lavamancer and Mystic walls. I just threw it on there, treating it as a wall right now. There are some cool things you can do with the Werewolf. I'm not actually even getting any benefit out of the Werewolf General Shard right now with the power boost. I'm getting the additional health, though, of course. But yeah, just kind of a standard issue wall build on the Werewolf. So I definitely would not base anything off of that. That's, like I said, that's my Maul and Mystic Wall relic. But we'll spam in some upgrades, and then let's just go ahead and jump on forward to wave number 5. Alright, so here we go in wave number 5. As I mentioned, just kind of prioritizing getting these guys upgraded. I should throw a few up here too. Actually, it looks like I did drop one upgrade up there, so slamming the majority of them in down here and just kind of letting it fly. I did have a Slickelion, which, you know, Slickelion does silly things on this one. Sometimes he'll turn around and walk the wrong way. So, not one you really have to worry too much about. We see that Orc Warlord rolling down. He's not really going to be an issue either. As, you know, just as I mentioned, they're going to get down here as soon as they get in the anti-heal. They're just really going to get slapped. So, nothing to really be alarmed about. Of course, if you want to run out there and kill them, then they're dead anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. So, up to you, your flavor. Warlord just popped his heal, and no, he's not gonna make it. Looks like he aggroed over to the Werewolf, so GG's for that guy. So we got a Siege Roller too, and once again, one of the things with this map is it runs super slow. Siege Rollers already are some slow movers. Now that Siege Roller is coming down what is probably about the closest lane. But it's still, you still got a ton of time. So nothing you gotta like rush right off and worry about. Just let it run its course. Let it get down here and, you know, of course don't get exploded in the process, but I think we can go ahead and go kill it now. Let me get, let's get one more buff rotation in. Just let a few more of these guys die off. Poor little Siege Roller. It does not get anywhere very quickly, that is for sure. Actually, it's getting wrecked. Wow. Really? I did not expect these guys to be Siege Roller wreckers. Or is that just the... Actually, it looks like it's just the Frost Strike is doing it. Oh, he was getting hit by some walls, too. The werewolves were getting some shots in. Their shots, of course, pierce. But yeah, alright, well, never mind then. Here, I was about to run over there and slap it, but no need to go slap it at all. Now, I think we're through the bulk of the wave. So, once again, just in an effort to make this video run quicker, what I would normally do if I was just sitting here chilling on a Saturday night is I would just sit here and boost it out and not care how long it takes to run. But since I am recording a video and we're down to the last several hundred mobs, it's just going to be a lot of those skellies. Let's go ahead and just swap on over and help burn these guys out. And get them all wrecked up here. We got homie stuck behind the lamppost. Poor fella. You're gonna heal up, of course, and make it take forever to kill him, but it's alright, we'll get him here. Unlucky landing from that guy. And now we just have the skellies and the flyers, so we can just rip through these real quick and get to our boss wave. Now, I mean, it doesn't really matter where you start at from the bosses. You know what? Just for science, I think I'm going to AFK this one. Just to see if it will work. Normally, what I do is I kill the monk and then kill the squire. And then if there's anything left after that, they're usually either really, really close to death or the defenses just killed them anyway. So the huntress and the apprentice bosses usually go super fast. You know, they're squishy. Your defenses can just kill them. So that's how it normally works. But I usually do get active and get in there and kill those guys. Just to see how the build holds. I think I'm not going to do anything. We'll do it for science, y'all. Hopefully this doesn't end up in a facepalm here, but we will find out here in just a moment. We do have some Sekelions as well. Let me just go ahead and do it the right way. We'll switch it over and boost it out. Let's see. Let's see. Now, the monk... I mean, we can watch them. The apprentice, huntress, and squire take a little while to get down the lanes. The monk is coming. It's that little skelly monk. Right there. Is he gonna die? I'm not sure if he's gonna die. We're gonna have to see here. I mean, it takes way too long to do this. You see the apprentice is burning. Okay, the monk died. It looks like everything died. So yeah, it actually worked out. Alright, so there we go. Well, let's go ahead and get our max roll. Crazy beast mode snakeskin armor here. Yeah, I'm on now, snakeskin armor. I know you're in there. No snakeskin armor at all. Well, that's alright. We got a few more reroll tokens. Not like the last time we're going to run this map. We're going to be spending quite a bit of time here. So this one, like all of the expeditions, 235 of the pass XP. As far as leveling up, your pass quickly goes Demon's Lair, y'all. Or if you want to play actively, go to Demon's Lair. If you don't want to play actively, then go to Survival. But that will get it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. And I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.